The Beginning, a guided visualization for targeted past life memory retrieval. Adapted wisdom teaching from the Intergalactic Alliance of Light Beings, presented by whatcomesnextforyou.com. With Canadian psychic medium Tracy Mill. Greetings, friends. It never ceases to amaze me how our guides will work with us in very subtle ways to help us receive the informational reminders our waking mind needs to get our soul healing accomplished in a myriad of ways. Today's message comes in response to my guidance to clear my etheric heart wall. For those who wish to learn more, check out our video on the form and function of your etheric heart wall, also available on YouTube. The exercise you're about to experience can help you accomplish this heart wall clearing more easily, as it helps us to retrieve our first soul memory of being hurt in this reality through a retrieval exercise called the Pond of Tears. This exercise was first offered to the world by Athena of the Human Witness, also found on YouTube. Episode 1, Chapter 11. If you haven't come across her work yet, I highly recommend the entire series for anyone who is actively working with and participating in your ascension activations. For those interested, I have included the link to the original message in the description with this video. For me personally, this exercise was a game changer, helping me to finally unlock previously inaccessible personal data files, which has inspired me to create this guided visualization as a tool of assistance for anyone else who wishes to retrieve their first soul memories through a fully guided experience that allows you to maintain the observer position while you find your answers. The benefit of this targeted memory retrieval exercise is that it helps us to bypass the need for working backwards through possibly hundreds of lifetimes, as this exercise gets to the heart of the first soul wounding, or the beginning, that has troubled you personally since you first entered the playing field of 3D Earth reality. By starting at the entry point, we are able to more easily access the first wounding memory, bypassing lifetimes of experience accumulated after but tainted by that first soul heart wound. Additionally, while many of us are aware we have soul contracts in place, we might still be fuzzy about what those contracts might be or why we agreed to them on a higher level in the first place. This exercise will help you to see what could still be cloaked under layers of assumption, misdirection, misinterpretation, and missed personal messages sent through inner vision. You can also expect some kind of physical release or relief that can be displayed as anything from tears to anger or outrage to physical discomfort to gentle acceptance and inner peace. This could also show up as an ascension flu, muscle ache, or organ flare-up. Just listen to your body and stay open to asking lots of questions to your higher self and guide team. Take breaks when needed as you unpack your hidden truths. Remember, you set the pace, which is one of the reasons I was guided to create this complimentary video, and why I'm encouraged to gently remind those watching this message now. This is all in your control. If the memory is extremely painful, ask your guides or higher self to soften the blows. Ask them to go at a pace that they know you can handle. Ask for what you need and want, knowing that as you ask it, so it shall be. You are in charge of this whole exploration, so honor yourself, rest as needed, and hydrate often. For additional layer of clarity, make a list of any issues that you have tried working on but still feel are out of alignment for you, or make a list of the challenges and hurdles you've overcome and wondered why on earth you would have written something like that into your life path. What about these issues or events would you like to know, and why? This can really help you when it comes time to set your intentions for this experience. To ensure maximum success, we recommend you find a comfortable place to sit where your feet can touch the floor and about 10 minutes of uninterrupted time. For convenience, have a box of tissues close at hand, just in case you express with tears, and something to write on and with to capture your findings while they're still fresh. If you wish to pause the video here to give yourself more time to set up, do so now before your session begins. Your guided visualization starts here. Get comfortable and begin by taking several nice, deep, relaxing breaths in and out as you claim your body-mind-spirit complex as sacred and for your soul only. Claim your space as sacred, claim yourself as protected and the architect of your reality. Call in or connect with your guide team or higher self if you wish, and breathe in that connection. With your next breath out, breathe this connection around your body, creating a sacred bubble of energy. Claim this sacred space as protected in all ways. Next, state your intention. Besides knowing what your very first soul wounding was, what else is it you wish to retrieve or bring to greater clarity in regards to your first lifetime here on Earth? State these in your mind or out loud for extra power and oomph, then recognize that on some level, as you ask it, so it must be. With your next breath, feel yourself being transported to our light ship, to a room with a large screen covering the entire wall before you and a single chair for you to rest in, allowing you to take observer position for this exercise. A guide appears before you with a small clipboard, making notes of your requests as they push a few buttons on a small keypad at the edge of the screen. This screen allows you to watch the scene while simultaneously feeling all the feelings involved from every player in the scene. You will also have other sensory experiences, including intuitive information, all downloaded into your awareness as you encounter the visualization from your own perspective. The screen springs to life with a scene of a magnificent garden, what you would envision the Garden of Eden to look like. As the scene begins to show you all of the wonders of the garden, you see yourself in etheric body form. Have you chosen to express male reflection or a female one? What does your etheric body look like? What does it feel like? What does it feel like to be in the garden? What is your awareness in this space? If you didn't know it, ask your higher self's name too. You see a being coming towards you that you recognize as your twin flame. You greet each other with deep affection, deep connection, and an awareness that you are each part of a single pair. Who is this being? Do you know them in this lifetime? If so, how? If not, ever? Ask their name as you take each other's hand and begin to walk through the garden until you reach a large rock wall with a small opening in its face. You know this passage will lead you into the reality fields you're about to enter, and you hold each other's hands a little tighter as you enter the rocky passage and go through a short tunnel that opens into a large cavernous space. The rock wall behind you closes with a soft hiss, and you're now locked into this area, with the only way out being forward. Still holding hands, you walk down a few stairs. 3, 2, 1, stepping down into a shallow crevasse at the base of these stairs. As your feet hit the stones, you become aware of all you are about to experience. You become aware of the lessons you have chosen, the themes you have chosen, and you each begin to weep. As you cry, your tears begin to create a small pool of water at your feet, rising with each tear shed in recognition of the hurdles, challenges, blocks, and obstacles that will be placed in your path. And these tears hold a knowing of what your soul mission is. Ask now, what is that mission? You cry in awareness of the feeling of separation you're about to endure. You cry knowing you must undertake this journey from the perspective of an individual. Facing each other, you cry a little more, knowing that you are starting to forget who they are. Then you realize you're starting to forget who you are, and by this time, the pool is about half full with your tears. You will receive an intuitive signal when it's time to move on to the next phase, but if you need more time, we recommend stopping the video here. When you're ready, some steps appear before you on the opposite side of the pool. As you both walk towards them, still holding hands, you start forgetting why you are here. You step out of the pool. 1, 2, 3. Now forgetting who you are, forgetting who they are, you turn away from each other and begin to travel down one of two paths that suddenly appear before you. The water follows you as you see yourself step out of the cave, creating tributaries on a map of the world that appears on the screen for your reference comprehension. You experience the screen changing locations. You experience the sensation of zooming into a location on the planet. Where are you? Then you see the screen change again as a scene appears. This scene is connected to your first soul wound. What do you see, experience, intuit? What is going on? Why is it happening? What role do you play in this dynamic? Who is with you? What is their role? What happened? What idea did you form? Do you still wish to believe this idea? How do you feel about what you are experiencing? What feelings are coming forward? Let whatever comes, come naturally and force nothing. Are you being shown one lifetime or multiple? Why? What is the event surrounding that first soul wound your spirit took as an individual within this reality? Now, ask why your spirit chose to experience such an event. What was the soul lesson underneath? Ask as many questions as you need to. Pause the video here if you need more time or have more questions. When you're ready, ask yourself what has been left unresolved or unforgiven. What is in need of being released? Release that pain and keep the lesson. Feel the ancient data begin to leave your body through etheric evaporation down into a container below your feet that will be filed into Gaia's living library. When you feel you have learned all you need to learn, forgiven whatever you were able to forgive, and released whatever you feel needs releasing, the screen before you will zoom back out once again to reveal the map of the world before going blank. The guide at the screen announces your soul retrieval is complete. You send them a mental thank you as you feel yourself moving back into your starting reality, bringing your awareness back to the room where your body is resting. You become aware of your head, your neck, your shoulders and arms, your fingers. Wiggle those fingers, come back up your neck and move down your torso, becoming aware of all of the places where your body is making contact with wherever you are resting it. You become aware of your bottom, your legs, your knees and shins, your calves and heels, your feet, all the way out to your toes. Wiggle those toes, come all the way back into your now. Open your bubble. If you wish, reabsorb it into your aura. Open your eyes. You did powerful work today. Write down your experience while it's still fresh, and remember, you can try more than once if needed. Thank you for choosing to work with us today, and thank you, Athena from Human Witness, for the phenomenal memory retrieval exercise. Until next time, on behalf of the Intergalactic Alliance of Light Beings, shine on, dear Starseed Lightworker, and Namaste. Brought to you by WhatComesNextForYou.com, Galactic Guidance, and so much more. With Canadian psychic medium, Tracy Milne. WhatComesNextForYou.com. What's in your future?